What do we think about the friend zone?
Yeah, okay, so that's one of the questions we got after, well...
No, we don't like each other, and neither of us are friend zoned.
That question is interesting because there's also a belief that like there is no such thing. Saying that someone's in the friend zone, automatically blaming whoever is friend zoning. If you think about it, it's just you liking someone and they not like returning that feeling. And that happens to girls and guys, and it's just how it is. So it's not the other person's fault for not liking you. Like,
I think it has a lot to do with chemistry. Yeah. And it does suck when you feel it, but it's not returned on the other end, but you can't force it. I don't know if this is weird, is it just me? But I kind of feel like if we had to like put it into categories, there's kind of 3 categories where there's like, for guys and girls, people that you're friends with that you would like absolutely date in a heartbeat, which is pretty rare. Then there's like the opposite end, it's your friends that you love as friends but have no chemistry with, or like no physical attraction, or maybe not compatible in like a relationship sort of way, that you know you'll never date them, they're just friends. And then there is the middle category where it's ambiguous. It could be like timing's not right, you guys are both in different relationships, it could be that like maybe they're in a different point in their lives, or you guys are physically in different places in the world, whatever it is, but if like everything happened to be aligned, then you guys could date. So for people in that's giving guys a lot of hope right there. No, but you guys can tell, I think, like if you were in that kind of category, be honest. Like if you like a girl or a girl likes a guy, to just like talk to them and be like, hey, I have feelings for you, what do you think? And I think if the other person were honest, they would either say, you know what, I think there's potential, but right now is not a good time. In which case, if they're actually being truthful, then there is hope, and you're not really friend zone, it's just not the right time. But if they're like, I just don't see you that way, then yeah, you are friend zone. But don't think of it as like a negative thing and that you have to like fight to win them over, because if they don't feel that way about you, then it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. And that's not to say like that's the case every time, where there's no way you could win over someone's heart if you've been friend zoned. But if they don't feel that way about you, like you deserve happiness, and you should be able to move on with someone that does care. You and someone else will have that chemistry. In a way, it's better if she's upfront or he's upfront, because you don't have to have that heartache of like thinking that you guys will get together. It's like, just move on. I don't know if that's me, but I mean, I've been friend zoned. Not by Kane. No. There is no friend zoning. We're friends. We're just friends. Can you get out of the friend zone, I guess is the question. I would say very rarely. It's not impossible, but I mean, you can like read the signs. If they're very clear that they don't feel that way about you and you guys are just friends, but that they value the friendship, then, you know, it's up to you to either say, damn it, no, and run away and cry. And of course, like, if you have really strong feelings about them, I don't think you could just be friends for a little bit, but once you've moved on to someone that, you know, feels the same way, and then you guys can have happy lives together, then I think you could be friends with the person that friend-zoned you. I don't like that word. Basically, chemistry is the most important thing. Why are we talking about this? I don't know. I don't know if we're making any sense right now. We're done. Just like, okay, done. We're done. Have you been in love, and how would you describe it? You first. Go. No! You first. No! Okay, I think we would both say yes. How do you describe it? I've been in love 3 times. Oh wow. That's a lot of love. Well, but the first one was like puppy love, like middle school. But it was middle school and high school. And he was like the first person. I felt like I was riding on a unicorn through a rainbow. Oh wow. Where like little minions were kissing me in the face. That's the weirdest description. No, it was like crazy, like just adrenaline rush, hormones. Like dating at like, each age, teenager status. No, literally, like that was based on like real life. I remember we were in high school, and then after school we held hands, and like both our parents were waiting outside or something, and we couldn't say goodbye. We're like, no, you let go. He's like, no, you let go. No, you let go. Oh. 1 hour later, we like finally went Oh, no! And then he went outside, his mom left him and he had to walk home. Anyways, I hope he never sees this. It's so
What's
awkward.
the second tab?
That was much more information than anyone should have heard. After that, you get hurt. He dumped me. Oh my god, it's really like dating any change, and I was like, my life is over. And then you grow up a little and you learn to love beyond that stage, which is very honeymoon phase. They become more companions of like life. He was my best friend and we like experienced life together and learned a lot and like grew together, which was a really cool kind of love. Yeah, and don't give up on love. Love is very important. I feel like that's one of the main reasons that we exist and we have the opportunity to live life and interact with people, is to learn to love. Not only like your partner for life, but also like friends and family, like all kinds of love.
Grow together and you just want to spend time with them like every day. Next. Okay. Brought to you by Instagrammers. Yay. So from Breathing Man, staying friends with your exes. Okay, so what do you think?
I think it depends.
Yeah, I think yes, but definitely not immediate, right after you break up, because then there's still feelings there, but afterwards maybe. But if you start dating someone else, it's kind of unfair for the new person to like, if you're still hanging out with your ex, because then you guys did have that history, so it gets a little complicated. So like I wouldn't like it as much. I don't know, what do you think?
I'm personally friends with all my exes, but not like, we don't hang out every day or whatever. But yeah, it's finding like the boundary. So if you do choose to be friends, which I think is great if you guys didn't end, you know, on bad terms and you don't hate each other's guts and want to like just, you know, like I think it's better if you can end on good terms and know that you guys just weren't right for each other. It's awkward territory.
Tread carefully.
Tread carefully. Turn-offs.
You go first. If you're really negative, I think that's a turn off.
Negative Nancy.
Because we're actually very optimistic people. We're like, sunshine and rainbows.
Unicorns exist.
So I think people that kind of are negative kind of brings the energy down, and like it gets in your head, and then you're like, oh my god, the world sucks, and you like to be positive.
And it's all perspective. I think everything is down to your perspective. You can look at anything in a very negative way and live life that way, or you can look at it in a positive way. That's not to say, you know, be irresponsible and be like, well, I have $100 in the bank, so let me go spend it now and yay life. You know, you want to be responsible in all the aspects of your life, but also look on the bright side of things and be happy as much as you can.
Because like if you trip over a rock, you can be like, oh my god, life sucks.
I hate you, rock. Actually,
or you can be like,
that.
You know in the future to watch out for it. What are your turn-offs?
Oh, that was the question. Arrogance and laziness. Especially if you're both. I really admire confident people, and I think confidence is really sexy and something that I need to work towards because I doubt myself a lot. What fictional character do you have the biggest crush on? Tuxedo Mask. He is the hottest two-dimensional thing in the whole wide world. Cheers and body kisses!